guys, welcome to the channel, Rockin' the Country. I'm Don. I've got a gift request today from none other than MontaukEd. Ed, shout out to you, my friend. Thank you for this request. And of course, how did I know that the next request you'd make would be a Sammi Smith song? Because she's phenomenal. You've introduced us on the channel to her. And but the name of the song is "You Were Gone Before You Had a Chance to Leave." Ooh, I can feel that, you know. I lived it once, so I'm pretty sure that's how that went. But anyway, thank you for the gift, Ed. Ed, for those of you who are new to the channel, is one of the finest human beings on the entire planet. So just, you'll see. You'll see. But I know this is going to be a heck of a song. So let's get into this thing, shall we? Here we go. But that's always how it works, though. You know, you're emotional, done, and then you physically leave.
You looked at her with your heart in your eyes. And after loving you this long, any fool could realize that your mind was in her bedroom, unpacking things. You were gone before you ever had the chance to leave.
This is such a patient delivery. You can feel it. You're not overloaded with lyrics. But her voice and these backing harmonies almost sound like a choir, like cherubs. And yet the storyline is otherwise, from her perspective, of course.
It was just a small social affair.
Social affair.
I didn't know that my past and your future would be there. You looked at her with hunger while looking right through me.
Damn.
You were gone before you ever had the chance to leave. Just like that, you left me in your mind. Just like that, you left my heart behind. In your mind, you're sleeping with her while you lie awake with me. You were gone before you ever had the chance to leave.
It's heart, mind, body, left in that order. He's still with her in this song, but you know it's coming where he won't be. Well, you don't know that. I mean, people have a way of working things out, and so they do. But I mean, in this song, the way she's singing it, it's done, you know. Yeah, that realization of, like, you know, that line about she was there, I was there, it was just a social affair, and I didn't know your future and your past were both going to be there. I think that's how the wording went. But you looked right through me, and you're like, oh, that's an empty ass feeling. But there's a time where you just have to recognize it's, for whatever reason, it's not working. We didn't get any of the backstory in this song, but man, can Sammi sing. Man, can she sing. The producer, too, really just captured just sort of the essence of a beautiful, beautiful song. This is a song that could have climbed on the charts because I think possibly at the time it came out. One of the things I'm aware of, or I pay attention to, is like older songs. How risque? When was the risqueness increasing? Because today you could talk about anything basically in a song. And, especially, gangster rap music and all that stuff. But I mean, rock, whatever. You talk about a lot of things in songs very much on the nose. But that wasn't the way. It had to be innuendo and nuance back in the day. But here it was pretty, I could see, I didn't think she was going to go there in this song, that, you're in bed with her in your mind. And you're like, oh, well, that's pretty direct. But we didn't get the reasons why. I guess, we kind of did. He just is enamored of her. But why wasn't he enamored of the new girl? Why isn't he still in love with the prior woman? What happened there? Is this just a song? She didn't throw him under the bus. It wasn't like, oh, you're cheating heart. It wasn't one of those types of songs where you're just a bad dude. It was like, I could see there's someone else now. And that's just tough. I mean, I know that's not my way in life. I'm definitely a one-woman man. That's all I can handle, if that. So, I don't know, guys, man, when they like do all these other things and have multiple women and Gumars and all that, I don't know how they do it. It's hard enough to try to keep one woman happy, let alone a few. But in this case, this was, he gradually moving on. Ed, again, man, ugh. One of these, you just feel for her. The dude, I can't even find fault with him because I don't know these people's circumstances. He's not physically with this other woman, so it's not a cheating song, but it's an emotional song, signaling what it likely is like the end of the relationship. And this is the moment where the woman he's been with realizes it, whether it's a boyfriend, girlfriend, a husband, wife, fiance, I don't know, they didn't say, but that is the mark of a brilliant song. And Sammi does this a lot in her songs where things are left open-ended so you can interpret it your own way and bring in details that you think might be present in that relationship, but you're not really sure. But based on your life experience, you can sort of surmise, all right, this might have been going on there. I don't know. I'm naive in ways too, but I'm knowledgeable in other ways. But Ed. All right, I'm going to rate this song. It was so patient. It so let everything play out. It just was right on the money in so many ways. The instrumentation, it had the steel that came in at just such a moment. You had the string instruments in the background. I don't even like calling them fiddles in this song. They're more violins or violas. I'm not sure, but just had that heavenly feel in a non-heavenly, in a very earthbound song. The number that popped into my head on this right away was a 9.6. And so I love doing these ratings from the standpoint not of like what sells the most records or what is the most rah-rah, but like what sort of captures an intellectual component and an emotional component to capture the real vignette, even if it's imaginary. I don't know if the songwriter lived this or not, but it just captured it. And then the producer comes in and just lets the instrumentation just sort of waft along with the lyrics in the same cadence. And it was brilliant. So there you go, guys. You can thank MontaukEd for that one. That goes in the playlist of songs of 9 and above. Folks, from MontaukEd and Don, have a great day. I'll see you on another video. Keep rocking the country.